What's up, guys? This is your daily general. You got the Nine of Swords, Queen of Swords, a lot of wind, air, communication energy, a lot of thought, thinky energy. Three of Wands, and the Page of Swords in reverse. Very interesting. Coming out of pettiness, waiting for your ships to come in, and cutting out this sleepless night aspect. So you get clarification on that Three of Wands. You got the Devil in the upright. So you're either coming and going with the Three of Wands, but something seems to not be taking with the Devil energy. You're cut right now, but you're wanting to leave this energy with the Page of Swords in the reverse. With the Queen of Swords, you're reevaluating your own sleeplessness. Spirit, highest possible actions in regards to Devil energy. Coming out of a period of rest. So much thinky energy. I think a lot of the times when there's so much sword energy on the deck, you need to be mindful to take immediate action, actually. Anything you need to do to get out of your head, just do what you do. You know, stop over analyzing, analysis paralysis, as it were. None of this waiting energy, because with the Three of Wands, like before, you're either coming or going, but you're not really acting. It's almost like you're pondering. And it's interesting because the Three of Wands is wands are an action suit. So you're either waiting for your ships to come in or considering going to new horizons, but you're not necessarily moving on, because that would be the Six of Swords energy. Coming out of a period of rest. Or it could be lack of rest, since there's a call for rest, since you've been in the Nine of Swords energy, too thinky. Just needing immediate action, whatever that might be. You got 4 sword cards up on the deck here. It's quite amazing, actually. So yeah, I just intuitively, I'm just getting in a sense that you have to just act. You have to move on over spilled milk with the Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you're coming out of this third party situation that seemingly just blew up. It's like a double reiteration of the Three of Cups in the reverse with the Five of Cups. Actually, if you add that up, that's 8 of Cups, so you're hesitant to move on emotionally. Yeah, you're really caught here with this Devil energy. But you're wanting to come out of pettiness anyway with the Page of Swords. Yep, read them and weep. Three of Swords. It's a double confirmation as well, because you can read the Four of Swords in reverse as Three of Swords in the upright. 2 in your head, too hesitant to move on emotionally. Which is interesting, because you might not necessarily be feeling that way, but that's what somewhere deep down there, and that's what the cards are saying. Yeah, there you go. That's that Six of Swords energy. I almost preconceived it before I saw it. precognizance right there. The Six of Swords. But you are moving on. Could be physically. That's what the Six of Swords is about. So look for that change to occur. And you're moving on towards marriage, public recognition, celebration, something like that. Very interesting. And moving away from this petty offer, I would think, with the Page of Cups. Could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Yep. More strategizing and planning and mapping out where to go. Somebody might be watching you go. Because it looks like this young Emperor is looking at this Six of Swords, Aquarius energy moving on. From a Page of Cup offer. Very interesting. Let's get another deck going. Let's essentially knock these down. Sorry, I got my floating Buddha set up over here. Spirit, highest possible messages that we need to know. It's balancing your priorities, virtues and values. Your money, your priorities. I get a sense that if there is travel, it's going to be very enlightened travel. Enlightened beings tend to travel lightly, both physically and proverbially. So you could be advised to do so. You could be advised to have a more playful approach as well. Spirit, highest possible messages. For the general, collective, creative, unconscious. I don't know if you could hear the construction outside. Eight of Cups. Yeah, it's like almost like a playful approach as opposed to this serious Eight of Cups sadness energy. Wow. You're betwixt the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Cups here. I don't know, like this is an either or decision here with the Ten of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Cups. But the Ten of Cups is like someone in your immediate surrounding might be preventing the Ten of Cups, or maybe a lack of a significant other. Because it's like you have your other harmonies and enjoyments. It could be in the Nine of Cups, wishes fulfillment, because it's, you know, it's the card that's not shown as well. You might be taking your Nine of Cups show on the road, your circus act. Here's my Phoenix from the Ashes rebirth card, except it's in the upright, so that rebirth could be triggering and initiating soon. Putting down that burden of action, no pun intended. Yeah, it's a tower moment. I was kind of feeling it too. I almost said it like, where's that tower? So it's like maybe because you were unwilling to leave on your end that the universe had to trigger a tower moment, especially with this eclipse season. To kind of like spark the Ten of Wands energy full through. Could be a situation of just an unhappy household setup. Something that maybe you weren't necessarily completely a part of or committed with, but you were just, juggling your bare minimums in the midst of it. Spirit, any confirmation? Validation, highest possible messages. Two of Cups. Huh. So now all your Eight of Cups and your Ten of Cups have been reduced to a Two of Cups, seemingly after the Tower. It's maybe a new agreement. Wow. You got the other Ten of Cups in the upright. There's two Tens of Cups in this deck. So after the Tower moment, where you're in this terrible betwixt position between the 8 and the 10, then that leads you to your Ten of Cups. Wow. It's very interesting. And it's definitely like a minor arcana star card, which is after the Tower. So it's like after the storm and the Tower and the blowing up of all the stuff. It's like then you get your new Two of Cups, and it's like the Eight of Cups adds with the Two of Cups after this Tower moment, and then you get your Ten of Cups. But something before that in your immediate environment was in the reverse, the Ten of Cups. So it had to blow up. Something just had to blow up, and then now you're left with this Ten of Cups. Wow. All right. Well, closing messages, I guess, to see where this is headed, time frame, or anything that we could do on our end. Very interesting though. I like it. Coming out of this smoke screen. Let's see if the David Bowie deck has anything to say. It's coming out of like indecision or a smoke screen, which is cool. It's like, I think your selection becomes clear. Like whatever it is, like this Tower moment helped clarify something. Like who's the real one, or what's the real cup. Because it's like all the other cups are being dumped, all the cups are being dumped that I guess weren't for you or didn't serve you or something like that. And now you're at the King of Pentacles, Aries, Taurus energy, Capricorn, Virgo. Very interesting. Because yeah, in the first half of the read, it was talking about moving on. Assuming that it's moving on to all that remains upright. Wow. Excuse me, got the Eight of Wands. This is fast incoming action or communication. Cupid's arrows. It's also Sagittarius. Could be Aries, Leo, with an emphasis on Sagittarius. Wow. So yeah, look for awesome energy to come in. Fire starter energy. You got the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So this is going to help bring you out of that Nine of Swords energy that we saw in the first half of the spread. Remember, we had all that sword energy on the table. And all this kind of rejiggering energy, excuse me. Kind of reshuffling energy. Yeah, I don't know if it's like deliverance or something with this Knight. I read this as the Knight of Pentacles. It's like deliverance from this situation. From this Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords energy. The Hierophant with the tradition. It's also a marriage card. So maybe that Two of Cups union that we saw could be leading to a new marriage. Could have been a split of a marriage. So yeah. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Could be leaving work. Source of employment. Pentacle energy is about work and health and years and anything concrete. Finances. Prince of Pentacles is about slow, steady working. That Knight. Doing the work, slow and steady. Hierophant is about tradition. Marriage. But whatever the Tower moment is, whatever previous was, exploded. But it leads to that new Ten of Cups. And I get the sense that with that Eight of Wands, it was like incoming communication, maybe legal papers, legalities, that are going to bring some sort of deliverance from this situation. Because the Hierophant could be legal as well. Deliverance from Four of Cups energy. So, yeah. Interesting. Four of Cups is missed opportunity. Spirit, what's after the... Let's go back to that whole Ten of Cups vibe. It just seems like it's been like Tower season, really. I mean, I think I could honestly, safely say that. Yeah, and it's gonna allow us to spin the wheel. So, reality could shuffle and integrate, essentially. It's more Jupiter Sag energy. Again, it could be like a reiteration of that Eight of Wands, Minor Arcana. This Major Arcana, Wheel of Fortune. Spirit, what are the takeaways from this reading? Yeah, you might want to go back and rewatch this and take notes, because there's just a lot going on. A lot of stuck in your head, considering travel, then traveling, and tower moments blowing old situations up, but that leading to the new situations, the Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups, and deliverance from that old crappy situation. That's dope, man. Bring it on. Bring on the change. Seven of Pentacles. Watering seeds, putting in the work. So yeah, you gotta water those seeds, put in the work. Experiencing some proverbial death to that which is not being prioritized. Essentially, everything else has fallen at the wayside. I'm thinking of that Two of Pentacles, where in the midst of the unhappiness of the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Cups, it's like that person was still balancing their priorities. And so when that Tower moment hits, aka possibly that Death card, then because something's lost in the Tower moment. So that's how the Tower and the Death card are kind of integrated. But it's like, I think the priorities are what remain, and then you just gotta rebuild from scratch. This is like educating yourself, reconnaissance, information with the Prince of Swords. And then victory. All that is going to lead to victory. So all that remains is you standing up strong. Like, I'm getting like a lot of survival energy. Like, last man standing. I'm wondering if that Six of Wands has anything to do with the Eight of Wands. So maybe some incoming communication that's going to help you lead to victory. It's going to help you gain some information with that Prince of Swords that we just saw earlier. And I think essentially it's just going to help you travel and build the new. Yeah, you got more information energy with the Prince of Swords. The Princess of Swords in the World card. So that Tower moment Death card was like a completion. It's reiterated with the World card here on the right. So yeah, a lot of like knowledge is key power energy. Maybe to essentially free yourself from having to rely on any of that Eight of Cups, Ten of Cups in the reverse energy. It's like empowerment, like knowledge is power. It could be a timing thing too, where you're going to get some incoming knowledge to help you end that cycle, help you end that Ace of Pentacles in reverse cycle as well, which is like lack of opportunity and timing. So whatever information that the Prince and the Princess are going to bring, as well with that Eight of Wands energy, it's going to help you complete a cycle, show up as that Six of Wands, last man standing. So I definitely get that vibe of like, some sort of like key piece of information coming in from something outside of your immediate realm. Five of Cups. Again, we saw that energy. So that might actually even bring you out of some sort of like emotional dismay. because you were salvaging the 2 remaining cups in the earlier third of this reading. And that's where that 2 of Cups comes in with the second portion of this reading. And then, so yeah, it could be a new relationship, basically. Somebody could be communicating how they really feel about you, which helps you salvage, again, as a part of that Tower moment, the 2 remaining cups and the 5 of Cups archetype. Alright, let's get one last deal. Judgment in the reverse. So, kind of like taking it easy, like not being too hard on yourself. There's a lot of rubble that has to clear away first before this new incoming energy could emerge. Yeah, but as soon as that rubble's cleared, then you get that 10 of Cups right there. This is the other 10 of Cups in the David Bowie deck. Well, I should say the one and only, but other than, you know, the first 2 10 of Cups that we saw in the previous deck. Wow. So yeah, it's like after that rubble, then you got your 10 of Cups. Wow, that's pretty cool. Alright guys, so yeah, apologies if that reading was all over the place. I wasn't sure what kind of reading this was going to turn into. Initially, I just wanted to do like a daily card for Instagram, but it just ended up just being a general collective reading for this time period in which you see it, I guess. Yeah, new website is up and running, runningguntarot.com. I got the new Summerline Drip Tarot 1. Links are all below. I got the Patreon. Patreon subscribers get reduced rates for all readings and spreads, and as well as access to exclusive content. Check me out on Instagram. You can get free daily content. Check me out on Periscope. Again, all this information is on the website. Trying to go live more consistently on Periscope. Monday through Friday, 10 p.m. West Coast time, and then 11 p.m. West Coast time on Saturday, Sunday. So, as always, please feel free to reach out for a direct one-on-one reading. Would love to have you. And, yeah, that's it. Love you guys. Peace, love, and light.